Hello everyone and welcome back to the Belgian Beer Brothers channel. Cedric here in Antwerp with another brew review. I just want to remind you I do have a Patreon page, so if you want to support this channel, visit that page, become a friend of the podcast, of the channel, of the, well, technically you don't have a podcast, so oh well. Okay, what are we talking about today? You might recognize this logo from my hat or the other way around. If you don't know this brewery, no biggie, because it's not a brewery. This is Mouterij Dingemans, so the malting. Last year they celebrated their 150th anniversary. We visited them, and apart from malting, they also know a thing or two about brewing, and ever so often they do develop a recipe with a renowned brewery. That brings us to the first problem that I have here. Recipe developed by Mouterij Dingemans in Stabroek, in cooperation with a well-renowned brewery from Belgium. They're not telling us who. I do understand that they don't want to instigate competition between their customers, basically, the breweries. But I would very much like to know who brewed this. Now, first things first, this is not sponsored at all. I just got this hat on the beer experience from Giovanni, who works for the malting. I also got this beer there, and this is the MD, Mouterij Dingemans, Tripel. Belgian Triple Ale, 8.5% ABV. And of course, because this is a malting, they are going into detail about their ingredients, being water, malted barley, more in particular Pilsen MD and Cara 20 MD, so both very light malts. Malted wheat, malted rye, Calista and Mandarina Bavaria hops, Curaçao, so orange peel, and L'Allemand Abbey yeast, a very classic Belgian Abbey beer triple yeast, very often used. I don't know a lot about yeast, so the fact that I know this one means it's very well known. The only thing that I'm missing on this ingredients bill, right off the top of my head, for a classic Belgian triple is, say it with me, coriander. Who knows? I might not even miss it. It is just on paper that I miss this. Got a little speck of dust here. Of course, as a glass, again, the beer experience glass, that is where I got this beer, that is where I, in which glass that I tasted most of the beer there. So, let's keep that going. I love the can, by the way. Oh, this is extremely aromatic. But first things first, color, lovely, golden blonde. We could call this a golden standard. A lot of bubbles, tiny bubbles, the way we like them. And looking at the foam, those large bubbles are of my own making because I moved the can. But nonetheless, very nice white foam, although it does dissipate quickly. Shame. This is extremely aromatic. While pouring, I already got a lot of banana scent. That is of course from the yeast. But yeah, this is malty, this is banana, and this is a bit of carbon dioxide. I get extremely West Malt triple vibes with this one. Smells very sweet, but that is of course that banana. So let's have a taste. Cheers. Yeah, very classic. Like I said, I don't get a speck of coriander, which is a shame because I do like that in my triples. However, this is a different kind of triple. This leans very much towards the West Malt triple, just like in the nose. Pleasant mouthfeel. Thinner than I expected, but a very, very nice mouthfeel. Quite carbonated, which is very nice in this particular style, because that carbonation does fight the banana flavor a bit, and I don't like to have too much banana in my beer. So that contrast is very pleasant, actually. I don't know if it's intentional, but it does. I like it. I do get a bit of orange peel, so they used quite a bit of that. They were very generous. But except for the banana and that orange peel, it is very, very malty, which is of course suiting and logical for a Maltry beer. And it is very nice as well. It is quite boozy. You really get that 8.5% flavor in there. It's a bit like Duvel when it comes to strength, 8.5%, highly carbonated. Although I think it has a bit less carbonation in this one than a Duvel. But nonetheless, this is a very nice beer. And the longer I'm talking about, and the more that this flavor, this vapor spreads in my mouth, in my retronasal cavities, it only gets better. So when the banana flavor dissipates and you get to the actual beer flavor, lovely. Yeah, there is a clear evolution in the flavor from that sip to the swallowing and to the aftertaste. So this goes in like 4 stages, let's say. The sip, which has the coming in and that nasal, like, you don't just drink with your mouth, you drink with your nose as well. And then it rolls over the tongue. You get, of course, when I say this, this goes for all beers, but in this one it's just very outspoken and it evolves more. It's not, it doesn't stay the same all the time. So first the sip, then the evolution rolling over the tongue, then the swallowing, retronasal cavity, and then the after flavor. And it goes from very fruity, very banana, very refreshing, but also quite sweet, to a very pleasant, very, how can I say this, a bit thicker, a bit more mature, maybe. Then while swallowing, you get that more of that malt flavor, that grain bill comes out more, and then after that, the aftertaste is absolutely lovely. Very classic, very typical. Americans would call this Belgian-y, and I completely understand these days. Yeah, it's lovely. I think the only thing that is a bit less for me personally is a lot of banana. But apart from that, this is a beautiful, beautiful beer, and now I want to know even more who brewed it. So maybe I should ask Carl or Giovanni from the malting if they want to spill the tea. Look at that. It pours lovely as well. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah. I am torn between a 375 and a 4 here, but I think because the banana is really, really, really dominant, 375. Yeah. Somewhere in between would be nice, but I only score in quarters because I'm not paying for Untapped. But yeah, lovely beer. Okay, that all being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, leave a comment down below. If you liked it a lot, hit the thumbs up as well. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon, you'll get notified whenever I upload something. And I will see you guys again in the next video. You might consider becoming a Patreon by then. Until then, cheers.